Have you ever wondered what the greatest gift God gave to mankind could be? Could it be the gift of singing? Or perhaps the gift of being such a prolific and wonderful speaker? Or could it be even the gift of writing? Now, question then comes, what would then happen if I can't sing? What would then happen if I can't be a good speaker? What would then happen if I can't even be a good writer? Does that mean that I lack the greatest gift that God gave to mankind? So therefore, what could be the greatest gift that God gave to mankind? Now, the greatest gift that God gave to mankind is the power of vision. Keep in mind, the power of vision and not sight. Now, why do we say this? For the Bible says in the book of Proverbs chapter 29, for without vision, the people perish. So therefore, it is possible to live with sight and perish. But if you don't have vision, you could perish. So therefore, the question then comes, what is vision and what is sight? What is vision and what is sight? Now, vision is the ability to see beyond your own environment. Therefore, this requires faith. This is why the Bible states in Romans chapter 1 verse 17 that the just shall live by faith. On the contrary, when it comes to sight, you don't need faith because you're simply dealing with events as they happen and you're dealing with things that you can see happening in your own life. Now, if I may to ask you a question, do you need faith to know that this is a case of earbuds? Do you need faith to know that this is actually a case of earbuds? No, you don't need faith to know that. Why don't you need faith? Because you can actually see it happening in real time. Therefore, we can therefore come to the conclusion that vision is much more important than sight. For with sight, you're dealing with what you can see, but with vision, you're dealing with future events that you cannot see that actually require faith. Question then comes, how can I have vision? Now the answer is quite simple. The question has been raised, how can I have vision for my own life? Now the answer is quite simple. The same way the user manual for a product comes from a manufacturer, the same way the manufacturer knows the purpose of a product is the same way that we operate as well in our lives. God is the one that knows the purpose and vision for your life. Therefore, in order for you to know what exactly you're supposed to be doing in terms of purpose and vision, you need to go back to the source, which is God. And lucky enough for us, you don't have to go back to Samsung, you don't have to go back to LG, you don't have to go back to Mercedes or BMW in that matter, but you have to go back to God, for He is the one that created you. Therefore, since He is the manufacturer, He knows the purpose of the product that He put on earth. Therefore, He can be the one that will then tell you what your purpose and your vision is. The reason why most of us are struggling in life right now is because we are fish that are trying to climb trees simply because we don't know what our vision and our purpose is. So therefore, in order for you to know your vision, you need to go back to the source, which is God, and He will certainly reveal to you the things that you should be doing and where exactly you should be going. For remember, without vision, the people perish, but with sight, the people can live.